Hey, I am Russell Jenkins with ABC Home and Commercial Services. I am the communication officer for ABC, and I want to welcome you to the Go Anteater podcast. We are a family-owned and operated service business that has been serving DFW and the surrounding market since 1949. The purpose of our podcast is to tell funny stories, interesting stories, gross, and heartwarming things that we encountered on the day-to-day basis in the service industry. We also want to have some fun with talking about some of the inaccuracies when it comes to insects being utilized in horror movies and songs, and things to that nature. Really just kind of having a collaboration of different things. This also might have some helpful tips for various services we offer, so make sure to stay tuned throughout the year so that way you can know when it might be the best time to plant those fall flowers, those spring flowers, making sure that you take care of the irrigation and landscape, all of that stuff from pest control, seasonality, the plumbing, the HVAC, all of the above. We're able to take care of all of that and can give you some helpful tips. You might be finding yourself asking, what is ABC? ABC, again, is a family business that has been around since 1949. My grandfather bought a one-man pest operator back in 1965, and he grew ABC in both Austin and San Antonio were his two main markets. Then that was passed down to the second generation of the Jenkins family, which would be my father and my two uncles. Dennis is my father, and he has the DFW market. I have my eldest uncle. He is the Austin market, and the middle uncle, he owns the Houston market. I'm really happy that my grandfather had good foresight, though. He realized that each ABC, while we share the same brand name and we utilize that, we are all operating independently from one another, and really that goes back to the foresight of my grandfather realizing that each of his sons needed their own sandboxes to play in, that they wouldn't have been able to share or make decisions on just the three of them if they had to collaborate on everything. I'm really happy that my grandfather had that foresight because in the second generation of the Jenkins family, there are three people at home that are in charge and working actively in the family business. But then in my generation, the third generation of the Jenkins family, we have over 11 people working. So could you imagine getting that many people in a room, sharing their opinions, and actually being able to come to a common denominator and agree on things? That's why I'm very happy and very lucky that my grandfather saw that we all needed our own sandboxes to grow, flourish, and build. Another thing I wanted to share is that we actively have booties on the ground for the fourth generation. My daughter is born, and I really hope that one day she sees the magic of ABC, and she wants to continue the family legacy and be able to continue on for generations to come, because this is a generational business and we have no intention on selling, and we want to be here to stay. We want to make sure that we give back and take care of our communities as we grow within our community. So again, my name is Russell Jenkins. I'm the communication officer here at ABC Home and Commercial Services, and I am the host of this podcast, but I did want to let you know that we will be bringing other service people into this podcast, so that way we have some guest speakers. We'll have an entomologist on staff that'll come and tell some funny things, and we may even reach out to some of the other people within our market to see if they want to be a part of this podcast as we get going. I want to thank you for listening and tuning in to the Go Anteater podcast, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day today.
ABC Home and Commercial Services.